Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it is I am the one and only Tiona here once again, and I am back for some more yet again for the likes of the Mexi Toys videos once again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3 for the Game Boy. I know it's been about a week ago since the last episode, but because of that though, I'll explain more details about that until any moment. So yeah, last time we've basically just went on to Stove Canyon as far as the fourth world its name is concerned. And oh no, we did have a really, well, I would say almost in a flawless run, despite I did actually die twice during the forms of, well, not only in terms of the other level, which contains like, well, let's just say course number 23 as well as course number 25, because for the love of God, I think my jumps somehow got screwed over right there. But, thankfully though, we did manage to make it at the end. So yeah, today for this episode is the fact that we're going to be moving on to the next world in this game, which appears to be SST Cup. And, I think this is going to be by far the most shortest world in the game. Well, the reason being for that, because number one, I believe for this point and onwards, is the fact that we don't need to worry about just trying to find the secret exits anymore, because, well, we're just gonna have to make our way to the goals themselves. And, there might be still some treasures every once in a while though, so either way though, I can assure to you that for this world is the fact that, much like Sherbet Land, this world also contains 3 treasures, so hopefully we're able to find those exponentially. So, but either way though, let's get to it with course number 26, and as far as I'm guessing correctly, that this level does contain a treasure. So either way though, if we get to this room right here, we need to find the invisible block, and once you find the invisible block, such as I did right here, then this will pretty much guarantee to lead us to the treasure pretty much. But here's the thing though, we need to avoid a lot of hazards, mainly with the forms of those little piranha nipper plants there, as well as that really weird rolling obstacle thing that's come straight towards us, and also every once in a while very standard easy enemies to deal with. But sometimes though, whenever we get onto the later levels throughout the game, I swear I always gonna get hit by these guys so easily, which we'll point that out whenever we get into well, let's just say the future levels and beyond. Especially, it's bad enough that I did manage to play this game on my own time on the original cartridge version of the game, and I pretty much guaranteed able to actually done it no problem for some occasional moments, but sometimes I easily run into enemies super easily, just because, well, it's just my jumps wasn't exactly the most accurate enough, but oh well. So anyways, much like the forms of, well, let's just say in terms of course number 24, we still need to get a lot of usage on the forms of those switches. Because of that though, with water rising and all that stuff. So, but either way though, and the reason why we're going up here is because not only in terms of 20 hearts that we've got, but also the key. So either way though, let's go ahead and switch it back to the forms of the water level, as in like level 1 pretty much. So, but either way though, that way we can able to grab the key and go back into the previous room, and then hopefully we can actually unlock the treasure room. So even then though, there goes the key, and sure enough, we're able to actually get the next treasure. So either way though, I can assure you this is treasure number 9, I'm pretty sure. So, but either way though, yep, it is. So in this case, we've only got 6 treasures left, and seems not too shabby for the most part. So, but either way though, there's nothing else to say about this for the most part. So, anyway, so let's go ahead and go back for a bit. And why is my jump button not even working half the time? Anyway, let's just, okay. Oh, seriously, my jump button is not working! It looks like there's gonna be a few times though, I'm gonna blame on the emulator for that. But, oh well, we'll, leave it to that. And plus, we haven't collected that much coins though, I don't think, for the sake of, the entire level so far. But either way though, at least we can able to grab some more coins again, so either way though. And plus, we actually got back into the very beginning of the level already, so that's fine I guess, but it's a shame I accidentally died due to my jump button does not respond. Well, usually I'm still blame on the emulator for that point. And what if we get onto Wario Land 2 and Wario Land 3 at some point for the majority of this year, then we'll pretty much guaranteed to able to try our best if our jump button does work half the time. So either way though, that's how it usually goes basically. So anyway, for the most part, this level's not too bad. It's just that, well, I swear, the jump button doesn't feel responsive most of the time for my part. Well, it usually is becoming more likely my unlucky, unfortunate events. But either way, though, it knows what it is. So, anyway, so at least we reached at the very end of the level, at least. So, either way, though, we'll spend 10 coins in here and leave the level as soon as we've done that. So, either way, though, yeah. So, yeah, as I said before, it has been about a week ago since I've managed to able to go back into this game. The only reason being for this is because, obviously, since in the forms of in this Tuesday, obviously we did manage to recently celebrated our 10th anniversary of the Mexi Toys YouTube channel. And overall, we actually did that pretty awesome, actually. Even though it does take a lot of hard work for able to actually do a lot of editing work to do, and especially noticeable with pretty much everything else for the sake of time. And also to top it off is the fact that we actually did work so hard in terms of well, just knowing the script and also just to know about pretty much everything. So either way though, and overall, I feel like we've actually accomplished something lasted for about 10 years or so, which is pretty incredible, I have to say. Even though way more incredible than the likes of how it does it on, well, let's just say Maxi 10 counterparts, which, I'm sure that Maxi will talk more about that until whenever he gets to the point until, well, let's just say the 4th of September or something, but I have no flipping idea, because either way though, it's just that, well, we're busy doing a lot of Let's Plays, that's for sure. That's the only thing we're trying to aim for, so either way though, and, yeah, and also to top it off as well for today, that today's day is of course the 18th of February today, in this case in 2021, and it looks like another one of those episodes, as I mentioned this before, ever since during the forms of in last week, that, you know the episode called Sonic Rainboom, as in the forms of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic episode? Well, that episode is now turned into also a decade old. Jeez, I can't even believe time itself just went flying by. And plus, that episode is awesome. Because either way though, I do apologize for that little throat problem again, but I'll fix that at some point. But either way though, I can't even believe it's been 10 years ago since when Sonic Rainboom first came out in North America. So, yes, top notch and awesome. Oh boy, we got ourselves a star, man. So hopefully we were able to actually get a whole bunch of extra lives. Well, not necessary, just because the only rewards you can only get is just, well, 10 plus 1 hearts in particular. So, oh well, no big deal, but at least we made it to the end of a level already, so... Yeah, most of these levels can be long, and some levels might be a bit short, but apart from those side of things though, I can cope with the length. So either way though, that's... well, I pretty much sums it up, basically. But it wasn't until whenever we get onto Wario Land 2, and Wario Land 3, and even Wario Land 4, and even Wario Land Shake It, it will not be, gonna be done by, well, some of them are, but most of them might be, separated a few parts in one particular area, which, we'll point it out whenever we get into those games. Although, before we're able to actually finish up with this, alongside with Virtual Boy Wario Land at some point in... we might able to do it on April, because we were originally gonna do it on March, but not on March, just because, well, we've got other things to take care of, including a new set of Let's Plays, including the new Let's Play we'd love to able to do, especially noticeable that you know how new Pokemon Snap is going to be on its way for the Nintendo Switch until the 30th of April, which I'm excited about, and as a result, oh man, I still have to say this right now, the visuals in new Pokemon Snap is actually super beautiful, thanks to the forms of Bandai Namco managed to able to actually did the visuals department, which I would say, it looks really breathtaking, and as a result, I've heard that some people usually think that the visuals in new Pokemon Snap as well as Pokken Tournament DX, the visuals in those games are way better than the forms of how it does it on the most recent mainstream Pokemon game called Pokemon Sword and Shield. I have no idea why. It's probably because the visuals do look comes from the Nintendo 64 game, or perhaps even worse. Mainly with the forms of likely stilted animations, and also same applies to, well, let's just say, the actual textures on the ground, and even the textures on the trees looks absolutely, well, worse compared to the forms of how it does it on the majority of the the Pokemon spin-offs recently for the Nintendo Switch's Live, which I will say, it's kind of weird honestly. Although, mind you, because of how the fact that in Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's always once able to recycle some of those stilted animations ever since in, well, let's just say new forms of in the past Pokemon games on the handhelds, since during new forms within the 3DS days, basically, from X and Y. But either way though, that's all I can honestly try to say. So either way though, and also another thing is that the reason why that usually relatively speaking is the fact that Game Freak did manage to release 2 games throughout the exact same year as each other. Like, well, let's just say for instance they first released Little Town Hero, which is also made by Game Freak, and yeah, that game is underwhelming honestly. And also they did actually make Pokemon Sword and Shield around the same year as when Little Town Hero came out, which I was like, that might be a pretty much a bad release between the two, because otherwise, I just have no idea what I'm trying to say for this point, because, well, I just have no flipping clue. But anyway, so I think we've pretty much guaranteed able to get ourselves about 8,000 or more coins now, so I think we've only got about, let's just say 2,000 coins left until whenever we reach onto that certain point, if we're able to get ourselves the best and perfect ending, basically. So either way though, let's move on to course number 29, and I think if I recall correctly, this level also contains a treasure, so hopefully we should be able to find a key. In fact, it's going to be some sort of like a labyrinth-y kind of level, but labyrinth-y levels might not be a cup of tea for some people. But hopefully I'll try to find it on the first attempt. So yeah, I believe the treasure room is actually up there somewhere on the upper left section. So either way though, we'll show that off until later, because for now on though, let's take care of this guy here. And is there a power-up in here? Yes there is. So in this case a garlic. So we don't need to worry about this right now, because either way though, we're just gonna have to mainly focusing on, you know, getting the key, and that's all we have to do here, so alrighty then, so, oh yeah, speaking of such though, is the fact that, usually relatively speaking, is that, it's been almost, well, it has been a year ago since when, the disappointing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character has been revealed by the forms of Firelift, the, another freaking Fire Emblem fighter that's been firstly released and all that stuff, which, I can still never forget about or I still easily forget about, you know, the announcement at this point right now, because, eventually it gets a little bit better. Well, we still only got about 3 fighters left for, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so I'm very still curious to see what's going to be up next for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate when it comes to the next DLC fighter, because after all, that we're pretty much almost towards the end in terms of DLC Pack Volume 2, so but either way though, I'm very curious to see what's going to be up ahead and stuff like that, so anyway, so let's go and see what these rooms does contain inside. Well, obviously it's like a duck enemy first of all. And, is there anything else in here aside from more coins as well as more hearts? So, I suppose I should probably take those any day. I think no matter what though, is the fact that, when it comes to finishing this Let's Play in particular, well, let's just say until when it gets to the point until next week, around the same day as in the 10th anniversary of the episode called Stairmaster, the 10th anniversary of that episode, I'm about to be able to finish this Let's Play during the same time as that particular 10th anniversary of Stairmaster episode. So, but either way though, I'm sure most bronies already know what I'm talking about. So, either way though, let's just go ahead and find, you know, find the treasure room now. Because as you can see, I've now found a key despite the fact that I accidentally got hurt by those dangerous sword parts from the top, which I'm actually going to be blaming on that, you know, a timing jump or what have you. So either way though, first of all, before we grab the power-up, we need to toss the key to this treasure room here. And I need to find a garlic power-up, so just in case I can able to, you know what I mean, activate the treasure chest and hopefully get the 10th treasure, as far as you guys should probably already know. So either way though, let's just go and enter this room. It's a good thing I didn't touch the garlic to begin with, because otherwise, if I somehow do, then I'm out of options. And plus, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on backtracking too. So either way though, we'll try to leave it to that. So anyway, let's go up and enter this treasure room as we go. And there we go, 10th treasure in the game, which appears to be, I would say, like a pickaxe or something. So yeah, because the other treasure that we did got is almost like a sword or something. But as far as the next few treasures that we might able to come across into in the future, well, we should probably find out until whenever we find them. So yeah, anyway, enough about that, and I think we should probably go ahead and deal with the level as normal. So either way though, and yeah, everything else goes all by far very quickly and fast. Well, despite there are some few delays on certain uploads for sure. But either way though, that's enough, that's pretty much another topic for later, but either way. Speaking of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate recently, I've recently got back into that game, and just trying to able to collect the rest of the remainings of the spirits, in addition to, you know, trying to level up and stuff like that for certain spirits, as we know, to able to actually get even more spirits. And I'm almost pretty much done in terms of the spirits list in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and also that I almost pretty much gone through every single characters in classic mode, even though almost done basically. There are still some characters left from Melee and Brawl, and especially noticeable for Super Smash Bros. 4, the Wii U/3DS, and even new combos alike from the likes of just Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in general. So yeah, that's all I can usually think about it. So either way though, let's go ahead and leave this area, and well, we're pretty much gonna take on the forms of the last level in SST Cup. Yeah, that's what I said, that's what I mean, that this world is like really short. There's only like 5 levels in this world. Well, it makes it pretty obvious, because obviously without secret exits to found, so we'll just go for the world as normal. So here we go on to, I would say course number 30, if I recall correctly. And this level also contains another treasure, so even then though, that will be just around before the boss room. So even then though, we'll hopefully try to find that. But first of all, let me just take care of those very annoying mole enemies. Yeah, you see what I mean with these guys here? All they do constantly throughout the whole game, they just manage to utilize this little bike's ball of chains or something, which I have no idea why I'm truly going to be explaining about this, because seriously, it reminds me of the ball of chain or something. But basically, if they just walk back and forth while he's trying to hold the actual spiky ball, and basically, if you go right near to them, they're just trying to launch the actual spike ball at you, which, you know what I mean, ever since Journey forms within the past levels or something like that, that I really despise those enemies, because they can be very unpredictable at times. Mainly when it comes to the forms of likely trying to dodge, you know what I mean, the actual spike ball and stuff like that. Which, we'll talk more about that whenever we get on to, like, well, let's just say the next world in particular. So, either way though, and I was gonna grab the midway point, but I'm still gonna have to save up some of these coins and mounts I can get. So anyway, so we're now on to the outside portion of this no! Ah, son of a biscuit! Yeah, that's what I mean right there. I hate these guys right there, because, sometimes it is super easy to able to actually get hit by these guys, and as a result, it's just it comes across as, like, very unpredictable at times. But either way though, let's not worry about this right now, because, obviously we need to just go ahead and, you know what I mean, grab some more coins and all the other jazz, and I almost somehow accidentally bashed into some parts on my, you know, cereal bowls and stuff like that, but I'll put that away eventually, so I do apologize if I was still a bit messy at this point today, but even though we're still gonna live, so don't worry folks, we're still gonna live, after all, though we still need to cope with that, you know what I mean. But anyway, I think the key was actually on this side, so in this case, there it is right here. If you're probably wondering where the treasure room is going to be, well, we need to go all the way down and trying to find... Well, the good news about the key, though, is that you can able to dish out as many enemies as you could if you manage to, like, toss the key and stuff like that, which is always useful. Which, hey, it almost reminds me of the Kingdom Hearts games, potentially. Get it? Because, you know, using a key can able to defeat enemies and stuff like that. That could be some sort of like a reference there. But anyways, here we found the treasure room, and we got ourselves the 11th treasure. And I don't know about you, but this kind of reminds me like a rugby ball or an American football, depending on what country you lived in. So, yeah, it's a very weird treasure. But hey, at least we only got about 4 treasures left, and I can assure to you, the next 2 treasures we're going to be run into is going to be on the next world, and then the final 2 treasures are going to be for the final world. So, but then again though, we'll point out for those until when we get on to the forms of next week. So, by hopefully trying to able to finish up this Let's Play. So, yeah, that makes it pretty obvious for that specific solution. So anyways, we'll go ahead and go up there and grab another Bull Wario. And yeah, if you manage to able to grab the exact same power-up as you have equipped right now, basically you get 10 additional hearts if you manage to already obtain that. So, and there we go, on to the next boss fight, which appears to be Boo Boo, the bird. And basically, similar to the forms of Devil's Head, well, we do need to get a lot of usage on the forms of picking up stuff and just toss them onto their head. So, for instance, we need to stun these birds, and then basically we need to toss any of those bird-like enemies on its head. And that's all you have to do for this fight. Sure, it's a little bit tricky and annoying, especially noticeable with, you know, we're constantly getting blown back by the wind. And also sometimes these bird enemies likes to able to collide themselves, meaning that I can't able to actually pick them up during time. But if you do 3 hits amount of damage on that bird, or that boo-boo fight, then you would be able to actually deal with it no problem. But you have to be very careful on that very far left of the ledge, because otherwise you will fall off into the bottomless pit below, so just be very careful. So, and just for fun, let's go ahead and grind for some more coins, basically. So either way though, hopefully we will soon we can able to actually reach up for about 9,000 coins, potentially. And as far as the forms of the final world is concerned, well, I think we should probably stop doing those, you know, bonus games, basically, because we seem to able to rank up more coins that easily, so even then though, and it looks like we reached the max amount of coins on the second round. Awesome. And of course, you can able to double it up, but it seems kind of worthless, so in this case we're about to leave. So, and sure enough, we reached to about 9,000 coins, so I think we've only got about 1,000 coins left until we're able to get that certain amount, along with those treasures as well, which may able to contain some value to them, which, again, we'll talk more about that whenever we get into the forms of next Thursday, so, but either way though, there's not much else to say, so, yeah. So let's see how much total we've got. It looks like I'm pretty sure we reached for about 9,173. Huh, not bad. Not bad for that amount. So we've basically done SST Cup, and we somehow got launched onto this unknown place, which turns out we ended up in the next world apparently, which is Partially Woods. So I guess we should probably end things off here, I'm afraid, guys. So join me next time on Let's Play Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. Is that we're going to be moving on to the next world in this game, which appears to be Partially Woods. So this will be interesting. So I'll see you guys until on Tuesday. Later, fellas.